Most small businesses do not fail because they lack money, or because their location is poor, or because competition in their industry is too strong. They fail because of people. They fail because they hire the wrong individuals, they operate with no structure, and they rely on guesswork instead of building intentional systems that help their team function effectively. Welcome back to the Aftermath Consult, where we teach SMEs how to build structured, scalable, future-ready businesses using HR, IT, and business strategy. In today's video, we're diving into a topic that many small business owners overlook and even misunderstand, and that is the role of HR in SME growth. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why your business keeps hitting roadblocks, why you feel stuck even when you're working hard, and how simple HR systems can unlock massive growth without increasing your stress levels. Many SME owners believe that HR is something only large organizations need. They often say things like, "It's just me and 3 staff members, so I don't need HR." Or, "We're still a small business and HR can wait until we expand." Or, "I just need loyal workers, that's the most important thing." But the truth is that HR is not about the size of your business. HR is about structure. If you have even 1 employee, you already have HR whether you realize it or not. The real question is whether that HR is organized or chaotic. HR is not simply about hiring people. HR is the system that makes people productive, keeps them aligned with the business vision, reduces mistakes, increases performance, and creates a healthy workflow. Without basic HR principles in place, your business becomes stressful, unpredictable, slow, and heavily dependent on you as the owner. And when everything depends on you, growth becomes extremely difficult, if not impossible. Let me paint a picture of what happens in most SMEs. Employees constantly ask what to do because responsibilities are unclear. Tasks are forgotten because nothing is documented. You spend your time repeating the same instructions every single day. Staff show up late, and there are no consequences because expectations were never defined. Mistakes happen repeatedly, and you keep correcting the same things over and over. Customers complain, and you feel like you are always putting out fires. You, the owner, end up overwhelmed and exhausted, trying to hold the business together by force. And because everything falls back on you, growth feels like a dream that never becomes reality. If this sounds familiar, you are not dealing with a staff problem, you are dealing with an HR problem. When HR is weak, even the most talented staff struggle to perform. When HR is strong, even average staff become efficient and reliable. Now, let's break down what HR actually does in a small business. HR has 5 core functions, and each one directly influences your ability to grow. The first rule of HR is creating structure. Growth begins with clarity. Every team member in your business should know exactly what their role is, what they are responsible for, what tasks they are expected to perform daily, what success looks like in their position, and who they report to. Most small businesses fail because the staff simply work without clear direction. When roles and responsibilities are defined, performance automatically increases because everyone knows what is expected of them. The second role of HR is improving hiring and reducing the common SME pattern of trial and error staffing. Let's be honest, most small businesses hire based on emotion, urgency, pressure, or recommendations from someone they know. Someone says, "Bring your cousin," or "We need someone immediately, just get anyone available," or "This person is looking for work, let's try them." This approach leads to poor performance, high turnover, wasted salaries, constant retraining, and unnecessary frustration. HR helps you identify the exact skills needed for each role, create proper job descriptions, screen candidates more effectively, and test for competence so you can hire people who will actually contribute to the growth of your business. The third role of HR is boosting productivity through accountability. When staff know exactly what is expected of them, how they will be measured, what happens when they perform well, and what happens when they consistently underperform, something powerful happens. They perform better. Accountability is the backbone of productivity in any business, big or small. HR introduces clear KPIs, regular performance reviews, attendance monitoring, and reward systems that keep everyone alert, responsible, and motivated. The fourth role of HR is improving communication and reducing conflict. In many SMEs, conflict happens not because employees are bad people or because they intentionally want to cause problems, but because instructions are unclear, expectations are not defined, decisions are not communicated properly, and rumors fill the gaps where communication is missing. HR builds a culture of clear communication, calm conflict resolution, mutual respect, and transparency. This alone can dramatically improve performance because everyone understands what is happening and why. The fifth role of HR is building work culture and helping you retain good staff for longer. Good staff do not just leave because of salary. They leave because of confusion, stress, poor management, blamed culture, lack of growth opportunities, and environments where they don't feel respected. HR establishes values, behavioral standards, growth opportunities, fairness, and team cohesion. When your culture is strong, you keep your best people. And when you keep your best people, your business becomes stronger and more stable. Now, let's talk about what happens when an SME has no HR. Many business owners do not want to admit this reality, but it needs to be said. Without HR, your staff become dependent on you for everything. Errors increase, and customers get tired of the inconsistency. You become the bottleneck, holding the business back, because no one else can move without your involvement. People come late, leave early, or do the bare minimum, because nothing is tracked, measured, or reinforced. Tasks fall apart, and you, the owner, end up stressed, exhausted, and burnt out. Growth becomes impossible because the business depends on your personal energy, not on a structured system. Weak HR kills businesses slowly and quietly. Strong HR builds businesses consistently and sustainably. Now, let's look at the 4 stages of growth HR creates in SMEs. The first stage is people alignment. HR ensures that every staff member understands their job clearly, knows what success looks like, knows how to perform, and understands what to do on a daily basis. When people are aligned, performance improves instantly. The second stage is process efficiency. HR removes confusion by creating SOPs, checklists, workflows, and policies. This makes the business predictable. And predictability is the foundation of scale because you cannot grow a business that behaves differently every day. The third stage is performance measurement. HR tracks what employees do, how well they do it, how consistent they are, and how they improve over time. You cannot grow what you cannot measure. Once measurement is in place, decisions become easier and performance becomes clearer. The fourth stage is growth and scalability. With proper HR systems, you can hire confidently, delegate effectively, open new branches, expand your service capacity, and build a team that operates independently without requiring your constant supervision. HR makes growth sustainable instead of stressful. Now, let's talk about what every SME should have at the very minimum. If you want to grow and reduce stress, you need job descriptions that define responsibilities clearly. You need KPIs for each position so performance is measurable. You need an attendance and punctuality system so everyone understands expectations. You need performance review templates that help you evaluate progress consistently. You need workplace policies that guide behavior and maintain order. You need a simple onboarding process to help new staff integrate quickly. And you need a clear reporting structure so authority is defined and communication flows properly. These are not big company tools. They are growth tools, and every small business needs them. In closing, HR is not a luxury. HR is not something to consider later when the business gets bigger. HR is the foundation of SME success. If you want less stress, better staff, higher productivity, fewer mistakes, more profit, and consistent growth, then you must invest in HR even at the smallest level. Without structure, your business will always depend on your strength and energy. With structure, your business can finally breathe, grow, and scale. If you want us to create your HR systems, design your job roles, build your policies, or help you structure your business for growth, reach out to The Aftermath Consults. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment "I want HR templates" if you want us to upload a full HR toolkit for SMEs. See you in the next video where we break down the digital tools every SME must use to simplify operations.